It's absolutely so exciting to see everyone in their garden, nearly all in their garden, and to see Amanda finally wearing her High Sheriff outfit. So it's really a special day. 25 years today, OCF was born. And I think it would be really lovely to hear from Amanda, who had chosen us to work with us for her year during High Sheriff. So I'm going to hand over to Amanda and to welcome you all to what is our birthday party. So thank you for joining us.
It's so sad that there isn't a party here today. The garden, I can't tell you, is just looking wonderful. I've got a full family home and I've been whipping them. There's no weed in the garden. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and it would have been just perfect to have a garden lunch party in April, which isn't always the case. Anyway, I had to do something special, and that's why I put my uniform on. I can remember shortly before it was launched, I can remember chatting to my late father-in-law, Ashley, Rupert's dad, about its launch and the concept of a county philanthropic organisation. As we know, our Lord Lieutenants and their wives, Marion, are a very, very special breed. And their immense enthusiasm for any idea that'll enhance the life in Oxfordshire is second to none. Ashley had been talking about this idea and was definitely going to run with it. It was always quite hard to say no to my father-in-law, as those early donors would have found out. He had a very innocent way of just slipping suggestions into the conversation. And by the time he got up to leave your house, he'd have had a large cheque in his pocket, or at least a pledge. Since that beginning, there have been many, many other champions, and I can't name them all today, but I know most of you know who they were, and I think Jayne is going to make sure that they are sort of recorded. But now it's all of you who are playing such an important role in making OCF what it is today. And my gosh, Ashley up there above will be cheering loudly and really thanking you all. When I first met up with Jayne to discuss my year's High Sheriff, she gave me a very clear picture of how OCF had developed over the years and what its aims were now. And so much of that resonated with the ideas that I'd been nurturing for my year in office. Living out here in the country, I knew I wanted to concentrate on the power of the community and stress the importance of supporting all those small social enterprises that add the vital extra level of help around our county. I really wanted to find those unsung heroes who do so much for all the older generation, the lonely people, the vulnerable families, and especially in our villages and smaller towns that sometimes can get overlooked. These are all the things that OCF does in bucket loads, and it's just so amazing how you have come out fighting for Oxfordshire in this present crisis. I'm astounded at how you've all adapted to home working and Zooms and all this sort of thing. I mean, how is it that we can have a virtual party, garden party, with, I can't remember, 21 people? You've been able to speed up the grant making progress. I don't know how you're doing all of this, but gosh, when these crazy days are over, the need for you all is just going to be so much more. And I'm just really, really pleased that as another Ponsonby, I can get stuck in and help you in whatever way I can. I just hope there will be some of my year left. Whatever happens, we will have another party here. We've got to drink up the bottles of the Oxfordshire sparkling wine that have piled up in the cellar. But until then, can I ask Tim, as your president and our wonderful Lord Lieutenant, to raise a toast to all of you who do just so much for OCF, and many happy birthdays, or many congratulations on your 25th birthday today.
This is certainly quite a celebration. 25 years at the heart of not-for-profit activity in the county, where the Community Foundation in Oxfordshire has had, goodness knows, its ups and downs over the years, but the really determined effort by many players, Jayne, you and your central team, the trustees, and until recently a very committed chairman of trustees, had brought it to its current, as I see it, really key central role at the heart of supporting the third sector in the county, perhaps really well exemplified in the focus and purposefulness with which you're now handling the really important Resilience Fund. So I would like to say on behalf of the whole sector, thank you for all that you all do to such good effect. Sooner or later, we are going to emerge from this viral crisis that we're now in the middle of. And then I think, and Amanda hinted at it, the long and demanding work of rebuilding will really begin, and almost certainly in very adverse economic circumstances. There's a really good piece, those of you who have the Financial Times, by Andy Haldane, who is the economist at the Bank of England, on the topic of social capital. And one of the things he says in this article is the network of relationships across communities that support and strengthen societies are really important social capital. And we can see amazing examples of that going on across all areas of activity in Oxfordshire in response to the crisis at the moment. Haldane says people have maintained physical distance while pursuing social togetherness. The stock of social capital has risen, acting as a counter-cyclical stabilizer across communities. And a fantastic example of that is the news that came through to me this morning, that Sophia has in 1 month, the month of April, delivered no less than food that has enabled 1 million meals to be distributed to people who need them. That's an astonishing statistic. And I think what we're seeing is that the activities of community groups, charities, philanthropic movements, and this is Haldane again, has risen in importance and prominence. And of course, alongside that, there's been an incredible increase in the number of people coming forward to volunteer. What I particularly want to say is that it's critical as we emerge from the miasma that we're in at the moment, that we build on that fantastic welling of community support. That'll need money, it'll need volunteering aplenty, and it will need really disciplined focus. And of course, it's very important that the Community Foundation plays a really key role in building that effort across the county. So the next 5 years, let alone the next 25 years, are likely to be the most important in the Community Foundation's fantastic history. So congratulations on getting to 25, and good luck, let's just say, for the next 5 at least. Ladies and gentlemen, here's to Oxfordshire's Community Foundation, 25 great years.
25 great years. Thank you so much, Lord Lieutenant Tim and Marion and everyone.